In this class, we will see about pox and adenovirus. First, we will see about pox virus. They are the largest virus that causes infection in humans, birds, animals, and insects. And they are almost visible on light microscopy. The infections of pox viruses are characterized by the production of primary vesicular lesions in the host. They possess double-stranded DNA as a genetic material. It includes a large group of DNA viruses which has similar morphology and they share a common nucleocapsid protein. They are unique among DNA viruses because the multiplication of virus takes place in the cytoplasm of the host cell. Coming to the classification of pox viruses, they comes under the family Poxviridae. This family is subdivided into two subfamilies. They are Cordyceps and Entomopox. The Cordyceps are divided into 6 genera which infects mammals and birds. The Entomopox are divided into 3 genera which infects insects. Molluscum contagiosum and Yaba monkey tumor virus are not assigned to any genus. Viruses that causes disease in humans belongs to the genera Arthropox virus, Parapox virus, and also by the members such as Molluscum contagiosum and Yaba monkey tumor. Variola virus causes smallpox. It is a major disease among all. Humans are occasionally infected by other viruses such as vaccinia, cowpox, monkeypox, Molluscum contagiosum, RF, and paravaccinia. Coming to the morphology, it is the largest virus which measures about 300 to 400 by 230 nanometer. It is referred as complex virus because its structure are neither icosahedral or helical in symmetry. By electron microscopy, they appear as brick-shaped or ellipsoid particles. It is an enveloped virus. The outer membrane consists of surface tubules which encloses dumbbell-shaped core structure and two lens-shaped structure. The lens-shaped structure are called as lateral bodies and the functions of lateral bodies are unknown. What is Garneri bodies? Pox viruses multiplies in the cytoplasm of the host cell and they produces cytoplasmic inclusion bodies. These inclusion bodies are called as Garneri bodies. Paschen in the year 1906, he developed staining technique for virus particles and he demonstrated elementary bodies in the smear of smallpox lesion. So, this elementary bodies is otherwise called as Paschen bodies. Next, we will see about variola virus. It is a causative agent of smallpox disease. This virus was first demonstrated microscopically by Buist in the year 1887. It infects only humans and infection can be caused by either variola major and variola minor. Variola major causes classical smallpox which causes a mortality rate of 20% and it is seen in Asia. Variola minor causes alastrin type smallpox with mortality rate of 1 to 2%, and it is predominantly seen in Latin America. Variola major is more severe and variola minor is much less severe disease. Both the types are antigenically similar, but they differ in certain biological characters. Coming to the vaccinia virus. This virus is used as smallpox vaccine. It is an artificial virus. Infection with vaccinia virus is very mild. In healthy individuals, the infection is asymptomatic. It may cause mild rash and fever. This virus is also used as vector for humans due to its pathogenic effects. Coming to the physical and chemical properties of pox virus. They are stable virus and it will be remain viable at room temperature for several months. They survive for many years when it is freeze dried. They are susceptible to UV and other irradiations. They can be quickly inactivated by formalin and oxidizing disinfectants. These viruses are resistant to 50% glycerol, 1% phenol and ether. Coming to the antigenic structure of pox virus. There are 20 different antigens of pox virus were identified by immunodiffusion method, which includes nucleoprotein, LS antigen, agglutinogen, hemagglutinin. All pox virus shares a common nucleoprotein. LS antigen is a complex of two antigen. They are heat labile and heat stable antigen. Agglutinogen are responsible for agglutination of erythrocytes of fowls. Next, we will see about the cultivation of pox viruses. Pox virus grows on chorioallantoic membrane of 11 to 13 day old chick embryo. It produces pox in 48 to 72 hours. This helps to differentiate smallpox from vaccinia virus because the lesions produced by them on the membrane differs. Variola pox are smaller, shiny, white, convex and produces non-necrotic and non-hemorrhagic lesions. Whereas vaccinia pox are larger, irregular, flat, greyish, necrotic and few of which produces hemorrhagic lesions. Viruses may also differentiated by their sealing temperature, whereas where the pox are not produced at the highest temperature. Sealing temperature for variola major is 38 degrees Celsius, variola minor is 37.5 degrees Celsius and vaccinia virus is 41 degrees Celsius. Next, tissue culture. Variola and vaccinia can grow on tissue cultures of monkey kidney, HeLa and chick embryo cells. Within 24 to 48 hours, vaccinia virus produce cytopathic effect and it also produces plaque in chick embryo tissue culture. Variola virus produces cytopathic effect slowly and it do not produce plaque on chick embryo tissue culture. In stained preparation, eosinophilic inclusion bodies, that is Garnery bodies, are demonstrated. Next, animal models. Experimentally, vaccinia virus infects animals such as monkeys, calves, sheep and rabbits by scarification, and it produces vesicular lesions. Variola virus produce vesicular lesion only in monkey. It infects rabbit cornea by scarification and leads to keratitis. The section of infected rabbit cornea shows Garnery bodies. Coming to the pathogenesis of smallpox. It is a human infection with no animal reservoirs. This virus enters the body by inhalation. The incubation period for smallpox that ranges from 7 to 17 days with a mean of 12 to 14 days. Once inhaled, the virus enters the respiratory tract and implants on oropharyngeal mucosa. Then the virus replicates at the site of inoculation and migrates to regional lymph nodes. In the lymph nodes, the virus multiplies and then reaches to the reticuloendothelial cells. The infected reticuloendothelial cells are lysed, which leads to viremia. That is, the virus enters into the bloodstream in large numbers. And it is followed by a secondary phase of multiplication. This occurs in spleen, bone marrow and lymph nodes, which leads to secondary viremia, which is followed by high fever, headache, vomiting and severe abdominal pain. The first visible lesion, ananthem, which is a small reddish spot, appears on mucous membrane of the tongue, mouth and oropharynx first, and then it spreads to face and forearms and finally to the trunk and legs. These lesions begin as macules and then develops into papules to vesicles to pustules. Finally, the lesions heal with the formation of pink scars that fades slowly. This is about the pathogenesis of smallpox virus. Smallpox is eradicated. On 8th May 1980, World Health Organization formally announced global eradication of smallpox. Last case of variola major was detected in Bangladesh in the year 1975 and variola minor in Somalia in the year 1977. Coming to the lab diagnosis of pox virus. Specimens to submit for virus isolation include fluid from eruptive lesions and blood. Electron microscopy is used for the demonstration of typical viral particles in the specimen. Viral antigens are detected by immunohistochemistry in materials collected from skin lesions. Viral antibodies appears in the first week of infection and are detected by serological tests such as ELISA, radioimmunoassay or immunofluorescence. Cell culture. Pox viruses grow well on cell cultures and they produce cytopathic effects. Smallpox vaccine. Vaccine against smallpox was first developed by Edward Jenner in the year 1796. Jenner observed milkmaids suffering from cowpox were protected from smallpox disease. So, he inoculated the matters from cowpox lesion into an 8-year-old boy. The boy developed mild fever and some discomfort because of cowpox virus, and later he became normal. 2 months later, Jenner inoculated the boy again with fresh smallpox lesion. But the boy did not develop the smallpox disease. But today's vaccine for smallpox is live attenuated vaccinia virus, in which the pathogenicity has been decreased through serial passage. Vaccinia genome looks similar to cowpox genome, but it is not identical. Whereas variola and vaccinia has similar properties. Coming to the other pox virus that affecting humans, monkeypox virus. The clinical features of monkeypox is similar like smallpox. It is acquired from wild squirrels or monkeys. Human infection is commonly seen in West and Central Africa. Next, cowpox. Cowpox infection is transmitted to humans during milking cows. Lesions usually seen on udder and teats of cows. Human lesions are usually appears on hands and fingers. Cowpox resembles variola and vaccinia virus antigenically. It produces hemorrhagic lesions on chorioallantoic membrane of chick embryo and also in rabbit skin. Next, milker's node. It is caused by paravaccinia virus. Lesions produced by this virus are small ulcerating nodules. They do not grow in chick embryo, but it will grow in bovine kidney culture. Next, RF virus. It is a disease of sheep and goats as contagious pustular dermatitis. Humans get infected by direct contact with infected sheep and goat. In human, disease occurs as single papillovesicular lesion with central ulcer. It is usually seen on the hand, forearm and face. Next, Tanapox. Monkey are the natural host. Transmission from monkeys to human is not known. In human disease, it occurs as single pock-like lesion on the upper part of the body. It do not grow on embryonated egg but grows well on human and tissue cultures. Next, Molluscum contagiosa. It is commonly seen in children and young adults. The disease is characterized by appearance of pink or pearly white bar-like nodules on the skin. Section of lesion shows large eosinophilic hyaline inclusion bodies which displace the nuclei to the margin. Molluscum body is composed of large number of virus particles which can be seen on electron microscopy in biopsy specimens. Humans are the only susceptible host. It cannot grow in egg, tissue culture or animals. Nowadays, it is seen in high incidence with HIV. The disease is spread by sexual contact. Its incidence is increasing in sexually active individuals. Next, we will see about adenovirus. They are medium-sized, non-enveloped, double-stranded DNA virus. It was first isolated by Rao in the year 1953 from surgically removed human adenoids. So it is named as adenovirus. More than 50 antigenic types have been isolated from humans. Coming to the morphology, size of adenovirus is 70 to 90 nanometer in diameter. It appears as space vehicle or satellite. The capsid is icosahedral in shape and it is composed of 252 capsomeres with 20 triangular facets and 12 vertices. 240 are called as hexons and 12 are called as pentons. A fiber which projects from each of 12 vertices with a knot at distal end. This fiber helps to bind adenovirus to host cell and it also contains viral attachment protein which acts as heme agglutinin. Replication of the virus occurs in the nucleus of the host epithelial cells. All mammalian adenovirus have a common complement fixing antigens. Group specific antigens are present on the hexons and type specific antigens are present on the penton units. Coming to the classification of adenovirus. Adenovirus comes under the family Adenoviridae. It has two genera. They are mast adenovirus, which infects the mammals, and avia adenovirus, which infects humans. Over 41 serotypes have been isolated from human and are divided into 6 groups, A to F, based on properties like heme agglutinin, fiber length, DNA fragment analysis and oncogenic potential. This table shows disease associated with adenovirus. Serotypes 1 to 7 causes acute febrile pharyngitis in children. Serotypes 3, 7, 14 causes pharyngoconjunctival fever in older children. Serotypes 8, 9, 37 causes epidemic keratoconjunctivitis in adults. 3, 4, 11 causes acute follicular conjunctivitis in any age group. Serotype 40 and 41 causes diarrhea in young children and 11 and 12 causes hemorrhagic cystis in children. Coming to the pathogenesis. Adenoviruses causes infection in respiratory tract, eye, bladder and intestine. The virus enters inside human body and multiplies in the epithelial cells of respiratory and enteric organs and then spreads to regional lymph nodes. Usually adenovirus do not spread beyond regional lymph nodes. This virus primarily infects children. Coming to the disease caused by adenovirus. First, respiratory diseases. Pneumonia. Serotypes 3 and 4 are associated with pneumonia in adults. In infants and young children, type 6 leads to serious and even fatal pneumonia. Pharyngitis. Pharyngitis are the major cause of non-bacterial pharyngitis and tonsillitis. Next, acute respiratory disease. It is caused by serotype 4, 7 and 21. Symptoms are fever, rhinorrhea, cough, sore throat that lasts for 3 to 5 days. Next, pharyngoconjunctival fever. This is caused by serotype 3, 7 and 14. Fever, sore throat and red eye are the symptoms of this condition that occurs primarily in school-going children. Next, eye infections. Epidemic keratoconjunctivitis. This is a highly contagious condition which is caused by serotypes 8, which is usually caused by serotype 8 and less often by serotypes 19 and 37. And it is characterized by photopia, tearing and pain and inflammation of conjunctiva. Next, acute follicular conjunctivitis. This condition is caused predominantly by serotypes 3, 4 and 11. It is a non-purulent inflammation of the conjunctiva with enlargement of submucous lymphoid follicles and preauricular lymph nodes. Gastrointestinal disease. It includes gastroenteritis and bloody diarrhea. Serotype 40 and 41 are associated with infantile gastroenteritis. It is commonly seen in children less than 2 years of age. Next, acute hemorrhagic cystis, which is caused by serotype 11 and 12 and it is commonly seen in children. Coming to the lab diagnosis, specimens are collected based upon the nature of infections, which includes throat swab, conjunctival swab, urine and stool. Virus isolation will be done by tissue cultures. Human epithelial cells such as cell lines such as HeLa are sensitive. Cytopathic effects are produced. Rounding and clustering of swollen cells into grape-like clusters are seen after 6 to 20 days of incubation period. In stained preparation, intranuclear inclusion bodies are seen. Serological test includes antibody and antigen detection. Antibodies in patient serum can be detected by complement fixation test, heme agglutination, inhibition and neutralization test. Antigens are detected by ELISA method. Molecular tests include PCR, which is used for viral DNA detection, and typing is done by neutralization test. Electron microscopy is used for detecting the virus in feces and also to detect immunofluorescence for viral antigens in ocular and nasopharyngeal infection. Prevention. There is no specific antiviral treatment for adenovirus infection. Killed and live attenuated vaccines were developed for adenovirus serotypes 4 and 7, but it is available only for preventing acute respiratory diseases among military recruits. There are no vaccines available for general use. Thank you.